You know, every now and then the internet just serves up a mystery that is way too weird to ignore. And today we're diving into one of those. It's a story about a song that pretty much broke an AI's brain and left behind a very, very strange clue.
So check this out. This is a real line from an auto-generated YouTube transcript. Sam, ow, here, air, ow, here, 9, 9. I mean, what is that? It's complete gibberish. It honestly looks more like my Wi-Fi password than a song lyric, so what in the world is going on here?
And that's really the big question, isn't it? Are we looking at some kind of hidden message? Is it just a random computer glitch? Or is it something else entirely? To figure this out, we've got to do some digging. All right, time to put on our detective hats. Because like any good mystery, you can't just stare at the weird text by itself. No, you gotta look at all the clues surrounding it to really see the full picture. Okay, so let's get our evidence board set up. First, the transcript itself. You know, it's not totally random. You see these sounds like ow and air repeating. Second, the video's title is written in a non-English script. And clue number 3, the source is a channel called Wave Music, which is known for its regional Indian music. And just like that, we've got a major lead. And that lead points us straight to this, Bhojpuri. It's a language spoken by over 50 million people, mostly in India. And suddenly, the whole puzzle starts to click into place. This isn't digital nonsense at all. It's a language the AI was simply never taught to understand. Okay, so now we know what happened. It's a Bhojpuri song. But that just leads us to the next big question. Why? Why did this super advanced auto-caption system, this ghost in the machine, fail so badly at recognizing a language spoken by millions of people? Well, here's a step-by-step breakdown of how that failure unfolds. First, the AI gets the audio of the Bhojpuri song. Then it tries to recognize the sounds, the phonetics, and match them to its library. But here's the fatal flaw. The system is expecting English, so when it hears Bhojpuri sounds, it desperately tries to cram them into English-shaped boxes. And the result? That complete, garbled mess we saw earlier. And this really shows you the massive gap between what the AI thought it heard and reality. On one side, you have these beautiful, meaningful lyrics. On the other, you have the AI's best guess, which is just a random jumble of English-like sounds. The AI isn't hearing a song. It's hearing noise it can't process, so it just makes a wild stab in the dark. Now, this one funny, garbled transcript is actually a tiny window into a much bigger and, honestly, much more serious issue. This isn't just about one song on YouTube. It's about a huge imbalance built into the technology we all use every single day. This chart right here, this tells the whole story. It shows the massive gap in the data used to train AI. English has a colossal, skyscraper-sized bar. Other major languages, they have a decent amount. But languages like Bhojpuri, they're barely even a blip on the radar. I mean, you can't expect an AI to learn a language it's basically never been introduced to. And here's why this is so important. When a language is invisible to our technology, it risks becoming invisible online, period. Think about it. This creates huge barriers for 50 million Bhojpuri speakers who can't reliably use things like voice-to-text. It ends up reinforcing a digital world where some voices get amplified and many others are effectively muted. So we started this whole journey with a really strange line of text from a music video. We solved that little mystery, but in the process, we uncovered a much deeper, more profound question about the artificial intelligence that we're all building together. And that's the thought I really want to leave you with. That garbled song wasn't just a bug. It was a symptom of a much larger problem. It proves that technology is never truly neutral. The data we feed it literally shapes its worldview. So the real question isn't just what AI can hear, but as we design its future, whose voices are we choosing to leave behind in the silence?